DC here. Hi guys and gals. Well, I hope you're well. What are we today? Hey, we're Wednesday again. That's the second week in a row that I'm vlogging on Wednesday on Hump Day. You know, I felt like chatting about something for the last few days since, was it Monday? Yeah, Monday. Michael and family came over. You'll have to excuse me. I have a beer. I had a big day, but So Michael and family were over on Monday. We had a great time together. Sadly, Mrs. DC was working on that day. She's not here right now. She's at the gym. Yeah, so, and I just got back from work. Really just got back like 2 minutes ago. And I thought I was going to chat about was when I had the family over the other day, and there was Michael. And he was just so joyous. I mean, he's a joyous child, isn't he? I mean, those of you who followed him, like he's going to be 18 months soon. Those who have followed him, he's always had a smile. Aside from maybe when he's been sick once or twice. And even then, he's always had a smile. He's always been cheerful. And he plays around with you. And when he crawls, he's got this smile. And his mom sent me a picture, a little video, which I'll actually attach at the end of this one, where he's playing with his other grandmother, so my daughter-in-law, so I call her my daughter, my daughter's wife, my daughter's mom, and he's just so joyful and he's smiling, and I was thinking, like, isn't it kind of got me almost sad? Why sad? Because I thought at one point something's going to happen in his life where he'll stop smiling and he'll cry, not just because he hurt himself or he was afraid, because something in life, really got to him. And I was thinking, like, when do I have any reminder or something like that when something like that happened to me? And I did realize that I did have one memory, being quite young, before I went to school. And I started going to school. There was no kindergarten when I was, I'm from the Stone Age. So there was no kindergarten. So when I was like, we'd start school at 6. And I wasn't quite 6. I was still in my 5th year, getting close to there. And my mom brought me to meet with the teacher. And that was a very interesting meeting and everything. But I do remember, and it is one of my memories, realizing that things were not going to be the same anymore. I was not going to have this free life of being home, enjoying life, if I could so say it that way, that I had to go to school basically and like go to work. And it's amusing because I do have this memory, a very clear memory of feeling that. Interesting, isn't it? And like I say, when I was looking at Michael's stuff, the pictures and videos over the last year and a half, and I see this joyful little child, I realize how precious it is and how much it's one of my, as his granddad's, responsibilities to keep that bit of joy and fun in his life. I mean, I can't protect him. I can't cover him all my life. I'm not his parents either. But I'm his granddad. And it does make something there. And I mean, I already feel, there's a connection. He does seem to like me, or he likes my cameras. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to that. We were talking with his parents actually over the weekend about, just starting to go camping with him, and my son was already saying, and Granddad can have a tent, and he can have, the kids. I laughed. I said, yeah, Granddad can have the kids in the tent with him, while Mom and Dad, are going to be in the camper or something like that. Who knows? But we laughed about it. But it was fun. Now, that's just exactly it. I would like it to stay that way. Life is hard. Life can be very hard, actually, at times. And we all have our moments when we're feeling sad. But I think the thing is that it's all about joy in a way. The joy that you can build in yourself. No, I mean, I would get into a theological thing if you wanted, but I won't. But there is a lot of joy that can be fed into you if you've got the right values. But like I say, I won't get into the theology. But it was just something I felt like chatting about. I mean, I'm certain that you've had these moments in your life, these revelations. I do think of one time, I remember one time when I was a child, we had moved from the house where I was born into the farm where my grandmother lived. She'd just lost her husband, and my dad and mom moved in with her. And it wasn't so far, and actually we went with a horse and buggy across the fields to the house where I was born. And I do remember going into a room and discovering toys of mine that had not been moved yet, that were still there. And all I have is this kind of memory. I can't even say which toys it was. Maybe it was a little horse, something like that, or I don't know, not quite certain. And a feeling of joy of finding, and I wasn't very old then either, you know. So yeah, it was these moments of joy of the childhood, joy of childhood that we have to try and bring over and keep. Yeah, that's my thing for today. DC signing off. Take care, everybody, and I hope you have a good Wednesday.